All right, so next comp is July 6th. It is the 23rd annual Central USA Strongman Challenge. I did this 2 years ago. It was wicked cool. Brian Shaw, a whole bunch of guys were there. It was pretty badass. This year they're going to do the OSG Midwest qualifiers there, which is fuck yeah. But I'm not competing in that because, yeah, not strong enough. It tends to be the issue 9 times out of 10 when I go to these things. So this year the press event, because today's press day, is 2:30 clean and press away. So we're gonna see where we're at on that. The other day I did 6. I think 12 to 15 will probably be what I'm shooting for. Got a few weeks left here. So today we're gonna do 3 sets of 5. We're gonna 185, 215, 240. So I'm gonna do a set of 5 at 240, and then we'll go from there. I spend a lot of my time lecturing and discussing the importance of physical fitness in recovery, or just fitness on our whole wellness. And it's kind of surprising to me that in this field that I would even have to discuss it or spread the good word of fitness when we talk about substance use and disorders of the mood, considering for over 2,000 years it's been the main prescription of mood disorders since Hippocrates' days. And it's just mind-boggling that it's even a conversation that needs to be had. This is 2020 during COVID and all that, and I was sitting in IOP intensive outpatient here at behavioral health specialist in Norfolk. And I don't know if it was they were mailing it in that night or whatever, but we were watching YouTube videos. And they put on the TED Talk from the founder, Scott Stroud of the Phoenix. Right there. Over a decade in the Army. All of that was the first thing that aligned with how I thought and felt when it came to recovery and everything we talked about. We're 7-8 weeks into this thing. And that was it. A lot of what he talked about was literally this sense of community that they formed. And that's one of the big aspects of it that it boils down to, is you can build a sense of community around it as well. It's like a new group to belong to. For me, my group, I'm strongman. I love the sport. For others, it could be anything else. There's running groups out in Massachusetts. There's the Boston Bulldogs. There's CrossFit groups. There's cycling groups. Pretty much any type of physical activity, you can find a group of people who are also in substance use recovery, mental health recovery, to do that physical activity with. There's this entire body of science about how exercise works in the brain. Highly suggest you look at the work like Dr. John Radio, Harvard Medical School. But for me, it's how it makes me feel. Man, when I was in early recovery, right, kind of the precipice to making decisions to quit drinking, I was a failure. In my head, that's all I was. I was a failure at work, my personal life. I was a failure as a father. I was a failure as a husband. Failure as a son, as a brother, as a friend. Just a failure at everything. So after I made a decision to get sober, it's how do I make that feeling of failure go away? Well, success. Success is one of those things that takes practice too. Just like it took us a long time to get to the point where we're a failure every day. It takes practice and time to become a success every day. But one is something that you can practice success in every day. Well, those are things that you don't need the outside for. One of those things is, physical fitness. I could get up in the morning, every morning, I could make my bed. I could do push-ups, sit-ups, and go for a run. It didn't take anything, it was free. All it took was a little dedication and hard work, and every day I set a goal of what I was gonna do, and each day that I met that goal was one more check box that I was checking, and one more thing that I was a success in. And then eventually, just like something rolling downhill, shit rolls downhill, it gets big ball of shit. Success does that. Look at it, there's a lot of organizations out there that are actually doing this whole combining physical fitness with substance use recovery and mental health. We have the Phoenix Sober Active Community. They're headquartered in Denver, been around for 2009. One of the reasons why I do what I do. We have Fit to Recover out of Utah, another amazing organization. Look up their video, got a 40-minute long movie on YouTube. Check that shit out. And then you have QRF, which is out in Arizona, but that's veterans that they serve. There's a place, Treehouse Recovery in California, that incorporates it into like a male only recovery, like short-term residential recovery center. What is one physical activity that you could be doing that you enjoy, that you could be setting goals at, be moving forward in, and you could do every day or a few times a week? What is that one thing that you like to do that you enjoy?